Well, hello, it is me, Dominique Direct, and this is my channel, and this is my movie review of Pixar's Disney's Souls. Now, was it a good movie? I gotta say, after watching this, it stuck with me. It stayed with me. It was on my mind like a beanie in the wintertime. So you ask if it's good, you darn tune. It's a 10 out of 10 in my book. A 10 out of 10. Now I gotta show some love to my favorite character, Moon Wind. He's the star of the show if you ask me. I gotta show him some love. See, Moon Wind, he was this loony sign twirler, like the Joker movie, a bum. Everybody treat him like crap, but in the great beyond, he was like this spiritual guide, like / leader. You know what I mean? He had his own ship. He'd go around bumping music, rescuing lost souls, blasting Bob Dylan. My man got swag, Moon Wind. So I gotta give him some emoji love, man. Shout out to Moon Wind, my favorite character. Now, we about to get into some spoilers. I hope I ain't say too much already. Go check out the film if you haven't seen it. And let's go. All right. And our story is of Joe Gardner. He's a middle school teacher. He's voiced by Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx and Joe Gardner's body, I gotta say, it's the perfect match, like ketchup and mustard.
I was born to play. It's my reason for living.
Now Joe, he's a part-time music teacher. Oh yeah, and I gotta give a shout out to my girl Connie. She was my favorite student. She came to Joe's house one night to quit. But really, I think she was just seeking approval. But yeah, I wish he had more screen time. But Joe had a tragic incident. He got sent to the great beyond. It looked scary, I ain't gonna lie. They was zapping people.
This weird. It counts off.
But luckily Joe escaped. He landed in the great before. He thought it was hell.
Hockey sticks?
Hell.
Quiet coyotes. No.
Now, straight out the Golden Gates, this story took me for a ride through a magical, mystical world of wonder, and it's a bit scary at times. The great before. So I gotta give it some emoji love. I like the design of the universe. And also, we get introduced to 22, played by Tina Fey. She played a 1,000-year-old soul. She's like immature. Like technically, she really is because she's never been born. You get it? Yeah. But now,
Don't worry, you can't crush a soul here. That's what life on Earth is for.
I wouldn't mind having 22 as a spiritual guide. She been around the block. She know a couple people. She can hook you up if you ever get in a jam, man. So I gotta give her some emoji love. Shout out to 22. Now, because her character is smart, witty, funny, immature, all at the same time, she got that cool factor. She's that guy. She also helped Joe get back into his body.
This won't be a disaster. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, and the Jerrys. Meet the Jerrys. In the great before that, you meet these entities, like they're these interdimensional 2D spiritual beings. Yeah, they're very loving. I felt safe around them. They really captured the essence of an angel. So I had to give it some emoji love. Gots to. And also, in the great before, you meet these people from Earth. You know, they hang out there through meditation. I think that's a dope idea, a cool concept, man. They hang out there through meditation with my boy Moon Wind. They out there saving souls, saving lives. You know what I mean? It's dope. Oh yeah, there's a space in between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. They call that space the zone. They hang out there every Tuesday, saving souls on Moon Wind's ship, blasting Bob Dylan. You gotta love it. And 22 and Moon Wind also helped Joe get back into his body a second chance.
Your life is about to start.
So essentially, he get a second chance, essentially cheating death. But there's a small twist. He get put inside of a cat's body. And 22 gets put inside of his body, which allows for some small gags, especially the cat gag when he wanted to cut his own hair. Did I bust out laughing? He was under so much pressure, so I gotta give it some emoji love, because that scene was funny. And speaking of the cat messing up his haircut, the barbershop scene. Now that was epic. The conversation 22 had about life, everybody was interested, everybody was on board, everybody was hooked, because they was getting wisdom from a 1,000-year-old unborn soul. I like that scene. But also, I hope y'all was paying attention. I hope y'all peeped game about this. You remember when she asked for those lollipops? When she said, "Could I have one of those?" The sign above said, "Reserved for Nick fans only." New York Knicks. In the zone, in the spirit world, she was causing the New York Knicks to lose, bro. 22 ain't. Gotta love it, man. But speaking of the zone, I know too much about it. I feel like I know too much about it. It's like an out-of-body experience. You know, it's like you do something perfectly, whether it be playing basketball, video games, stacking boxes. It's like you're not paying attention, but you're doing something like, I don't know, on autopilot.
This week, the council. There's a soul missing.
And I also like the world building, the great beyond, the great before. It's beautiful, it's mysterious, it's terrifying. Now our universe has its own checks and balances, its own system. I gotta show some love to my boy Terry. He's in charge of counting all the souls, and not one soul will go missing under his watch. His determination to solve the problem, I gotta give him some emoji love. He keeps the universe balanced. The antagonist, gotta show my man some love. No, yeah, speaking of love, the heart-to-heart Joe had with his mother. It was touching about his father, his music career, how he's choosing the same path. Man, it touched me. That talk, yeah. This movie is killing it. It's hitting all the right notes. You feel me? Now the story intensifies a little bit. It kicks up because we gotta get Joe out of that cat's body and back into his original body. And Terry, the accountant, is hot on their trails. There's a soul missing, his count is off, and he is determined to find Joe Gardner. And that one scene, that funny scene where he mistakes Paul as Joe Gardner, and he takes Paul to the underworld, he literally snatches his soul out of his chest. It was hilarious, man. The wrong guy, the mistake. I was dying laughing. Paul was petrified. He's probably petrified to this day. Anyway, everything is good to go with the body switch, but at the last minute, 22 has to change her heart. She wants to stay on Earth longer to find her spark. Like bad timing, her experiences on life, like her first time doing simple things like a slice of pizza, a walk in the park. Even she loves music now. You know, she's in love with the ways of the world. So she wants to stay. She ain't ready to go. Bad timing. But anyway, I think this movie actually captured the beauty of being alive. Like, this movie made a point that focusing on one thing your entire life, you might miss out on all the beautiful things that life has to offer. You know, I caught that point. I got it. I like it. It's like this movie gave you another chance to re-experience life through 22's eyes, like she was a baby in this world. And oh yeah, speaking of 22, that subway scene where that guy was playing that guitar, and she dropped that donut off in, thinking the donut is the equivalent to money. Man, I busted out laughing, man. It's just another scene I love, man. And also Joe and 22, you know, they finally get brought back to justice. He finds them, he drops them back off in the great before. You know, he accused Joe of cheating death. Justice must be served. This movie gets a little tense. It gets a little intense, man. Right here, you're feeling bad for Joe. But it turns out Joe helped get 22 her Earth pass, her spark, her reason for living. It's a beautiful ending. Now I had to give that some emoji love. I got to, because 22 like got her wings in essentially. But you know, a fight breaks out between Joe and 22. Like, who does the Earth pass really belong to, you know? So they split. Joe's back on Earth. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to find his passion. He's struggling. It's not the same. He thinks of 22. So he goes looking and he finds 22. She became a lost soul. Now this movie is very thought-provoking. It makes you think. So I gotta give it some emoji love because it was on my brain for a couple days. I ran it back. I watched it once. I watched it twice. I watched it 3 times. And I was watching it while I was making this review. And I still probably missed something. But overall, this is a 10 out of 10 in my book. What did I miss? Connie, awesome. Joe was awesome. Moo-win, awesome. I couldn't find no flaws. It was a great movie. I don't think this is no kid movie though. It's not for kids. Scratch that. Cut that out the loop. I don't know. Not in my book. Not in my opinion. But for us adults, 10 out of 10. Check it out. And oh yeah, one more thing. If you still here, you still made it this far. Come on, man. Like, subscribe. I need the support. I'm a new, growing YouTube channel. I got a long way. Peace.